Clay, I saw this, and I wanted to make sure we talked about it before we talked about either the good or bad of what's happened to your fantasy team and, in effect, the Cruise bonus structure here for this year. But I said, you're down in Orlando, you're surprising the kids and all this, and I saw that some of our finest, honestly, some of our best ended up with some tickets to the Titans game because of you.
Well, yeah, look, it's a small thing, but we are down in Orlando. We've had a really good time here at Universal Studios. The kids have loved the Harry Potter world. We surprised them. So I mentioned this on Friday's show that we were flying down Friday afternoon. So we've been down here. I'm going to be down a few more days, and so we have a special that's running on Christmas Day, so some of you will hear from me then. But then I think you and Jeff Schwartz are in for the rest of the week, right?
Actually, it's going to be Jonas Knox in. I actually have to work every day here in Nashville, so Jeff's going to be in with Jonas on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week.
All right, so they are hosting the show on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. My bad there. But so I want to tell everybody to have a great Christmas, happy holiday season. We'll be back next week. I will be, and you'll hear a best of show on Friday, and then Jonas and Jeff will be in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But we were down here in Orlando, and I had tickets for the Lions-Titans game, and my family would have gone to that game. And on Sunday, the Titans and a lot of other NFL teams, I imagine as well, though I'm not a season ticket holder there, so I don't know how easy it is to share tickets. But I went on social media and said, hey, like to give my family's 4 tickets to somebody who is either of a military background or someone who is in law enforcement, just as a small thank you for everybody out there with those jobs. And look, I know there are a lot of people with difficult jobs, that are forward-facing and put through challenges. But I just want to say thanks to those guys. So we had a lot of responses, and obviously I only had 4 tickets, but I was happy to be able to send a few members of our military, both past and present, to be able to watch that game. And they saw a pretty good game, entertaining Titans' offensive performance, but it's a very small gesture on my part, but I was happy to do it. And, again, I just want to thank so many people out there who, as we come up on the holiday season, which will be a different holiday season than many have been in the past, I know there's a lot of people away from their families. I know there's a lot of people who are allowing us to have the freedoms that we do every single day and put their lives on the line for us. And I appreciate you guys. I know a lot of you are listening right now, and I appreciate everything you're doing. I hope you and your family have great Christmas, great holidays. And that, like I said, was just a small gesture that I could help out with.
Yeah, well, look, small gesture, but still a gesture, and one that is well-earned and well-deserved by our servicemen and our guys in law enforcement. My broadcast partner here in Nashville, Ramon Foster, he always says, give people their flowers while they're here, meaning you don't know exactly what's going to happen in the future. So when you have the opportunity to give somebody props, to do something nice for somebody, you do it now. You don't procrastinate. And so I looked at that, and I immediately was just like, well, I got to talk to you about that, at least before we get to this, because I don't know all of the details of this. Maybe you can quickly tell me, but the fantasy team and a lot of money on the line for Danny G and Roberto and Dub, how has this all shaken out? And I'm glad that my bonus was not attached to it a few years ago.
So I gave these guys an opportunity. I'm in a high-end fantasy football league, and we won last week. Potentially could win up to $30,000. First place $30,000, second place $15,000, third place $10,000, fourth place $5,000. And so I said to those guys, "Hey, would you like to risk your Christmas bonuses? You could end up with nothing, but we could end up with potentially $30,000 as well." This was a monster game, and our team put up 186.5 points. And to put that into perspective, the other side of the challenge, the winning side, put up 153 points. So if we'd been playing in the other game, we would have won by 33 points. Our opponent came out of nowhere and scored over 200, and so we ended up losing. So we're now in the third place game. They can win $5,000 or $10,000. But the $30,000 first place and the $15,000 second place game are officially off the table. And we texted about this all day, basically Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, because there were games going on all those days. We racked our brains about who we should start, what we should do. And in the end result, when your opponent puts up over 200 points, I don't think there's any combination of decisions we could have made, hardly, that would have put us in a position to win. It's been fun, but the guys are not going to win 30 or 15K.
Tough, man. Tough.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. That's what happens. You live and die by fantasy. All right, Clay, Merry Christmas to you, man. Enjoy the remainder of the week. I had a blast at Universal. I'm sure your family is having a good time, but enjoy a few days.
Yeah, let me tell you this, too, because there are a lot of people wondering about, potentially going to amusement parks or whatever else. I brought my family down. We've had a fantastic time. There are lots of people in the parks, not like they're totally empty, but we have had a fantastic time. My kids have. We surprised them. And Orlando is open, whether it's Disney World, whether it's Universal Studios, and I think it's important. And I've been saying this for a long time, that if you're healthy and you're able to help keep the economy rolling, I think that's important to do. Whether it's going to a football game like I've been doing, and now I've got my family down here for amusement parks, and again, we've had a great time, but I appreciate all of you out there. I hope you have a great Christmas, great holiday, and I will be back Friday with a best of. But until then, I hope you enjoy Jonas Knox and Jeff Schwartz on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.